What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on October 8th, 2023. Some figures that you can be on the lookout for with various retailers do include the black pink figures. They have the Pops and Pocket Pops. The Daria figures are starting to show up with some retailers. Do keep in mind that there is a chase of Daria. The best chance of getting that chase, though, would probably be to order this figure online. You know, it's very tough to find chases in stores. With the Bitty Pops, you see we have the Five Nights at Freddy's ones and also the Toy Story ones that are starting to show up in stores. With Funko.com, they do have the Marvel's exclusives. That does include the Funko.com exclusive Miss Marvel, her with the embiggen fist, and then also that action pose, the glow-in-the-dark variant of that particular figure is available with Funko.com, and I think it's on eBay as well, Funko's official eBay store. And then the Target exclusive Captain Marvel and the Marvel's movie moments, those are both listed on Funko.com as well. Also with Funko.com, you can be on the lookout for that Eddie Van Halen with guitar that is listed right now. Last time I checked, it was still available. Still focusing on Funko.com, so the Reagan figure here from The Exorcist, her in bed, that could be releasing either Monday or Tuesday of this week. It's not guaranteed, but that could release this week. And on the way will be a die-cast Joker with a chase variant. I see a lot of people saying that when it comes to these die-cast figures, they really don't care about the chases so much. All of these chases have been just like, you know, metallic basically, or chrome, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I do agree that I do think the commons tend to look better with those. Don't know exactly when this is going to drop. Of course, we'll have to wait and see. And then there's a facet Iron Man that's on the way. I probably will go for that one. I think I want to go for the Joker as well. And like a lot of people, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that I actually get the common die-cast Joker. So I did want to get back to focusing on what's, you know, the big drops that are happening this week, what's about to happen. So on Thursday, October 12th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which will be 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Funko.com. That is when they are going to release the Heavy Metal Halloween box. So within that box, you will get one of these mascot characters that you see pictured here. You will get 2 Freddy Funko Pops, and you will get 3 sodas as well. At this point, we have not really seen all the possibilities for these boxes. I did share an image previously of Freddy Funko as Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In this box that you see here pictured to the right, we do see Freddy Funko as Lex Luthor, that classic looking Lex Luthor that you know, that pop that came out recently. There are some variants with the sodas of figures that were released last year, you know, with the Halloween event for Funko. So yeah, I really wish I knew more of what is going to be possible in these boxes. You know, I really wish I had more images to share with you all. And who knows, if I find some more images, maybe I will try to do an update at some point, but that's not guaranteed because I do have a lot going on this week. But yeah, I definitely want to hear from you all. What do you think about these boxes? Are you actually going to go for it? And if so, how many boxes do you plan to go for? My plan right now is probably just to get one box, just to order one. And then the other mascots, if they get cheap on the second market, which I think they really will, then I may go for the rest of those to complete the set. But yeah, I'm not super crazy about this box, and I think some people might be turned off by the fact that you only get 2 Freddy Funkos with it. But yeah, like I said, I definitely want to hear your thoughts about this box. And then on Friday, October 13th, of course, that's when the NYCC Fall Convention exclusives will be available on Funko.com. That is at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, all the figures you see there to the left, those are Funko.com exclusives. We should see some of the retailer exclusives become available as well on Funko.com. And as far as the shared retailers are concerned, they'll probably have their figures available around the same time online. And you'll have to check with your local stores to see when they actually open up. And you may have to ask, you know, if they're actually going to have the figures in stores. That's not always guaranteed. I would say not to stress too much over this event, though. I think most of the figures are going to be pretty easy to get a hold of. So yeah, absolutely no reason to stress over these. Just try to keep that time and, you know, the date in mind. Hot Topic only has one shared exclusive from NYCC, but you see here that they had their Scare Fair event going on Friday, October 13th, same day as the NYCC drop. I know some people will say that's a lot in one day, but of course you don't have to try to get everything right away. We know that some of these figures are not going to sell out immediately. So again, really no reason to stress. You know, But I do want to point out the figures that will be available. So you see that there is Sam from Trick or Treat. He does have a soda with a blacklight chase, and then there is a blacklight pop. We have JoJo the Clownzilla from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We have Reagan puking from The Exorcist. We have the blacklight Xenomorph. We have this Chucky Tiffany mashup from The Bride of Chucky. It's actually those two characters as one pop. And then we have Michael behind Hedge. Of course, that's Michael Myers from Halloween, which you may want to try to get a close look at that figure. Look at it from all angles before you decide whether or not you want to pick that up, because the mask is just over the face. Like, it doesn't cover his neck like it usually would, you know. So yeah, just get a good look at that before you decide if you really want to add that to your collection. For me personally, I'm definitely going for the Sam figures. I do want JoJo the Clownzilla, even though I feel like that really should be a jumbo size pop, but it is what it is. I also do like the blacklight Xenomorph as well. I do want to hear your thoughts though. What do you plan to pick up with this Scare Fair event if you're going for any of this? It is a possibility as well that there may be some lounge slide products, but we have not seen those just yet. If I get any additional information about this drop, I may try to share, like maybe in a community post. So you see here that there are some Back to the Future NFTs on the way. This drop will happen on October 17th. There are some figures here based off of the third movie, of course, and I can see some people that are big fans of Back to the Future not being too happy about this, because I know NFTs are not for everyone, myself included. I'm just going to say I hope that Funko will have some common pops based off of Back to the Future 3 as well. I think that's only right, and I would give it time. I think that could happen. It's not a guarantee, but yeah, it'd be very surprising if they only had pops here, like the, you know, the Dr. Emmett Brown with the Western getup. If they only have one of him with the NFTs, that would not be so cool. So hopefully Funko, like I said, will have some more Back to the Future figures on the way that are commons that fans will be able to get a hold of. So Target is doing their Funko Fridays again. This will begin on, guess when? Friday, October 13th. Based on the silhouette, it looks like it is going to be an Ahsoka figure. We'll see what happens with that though. But yeah, for the next couple of Fridays leading up to November 17th, that'll be the last drop. They're going to have an exclusive each Friday, and I will try to keep you all up to date on those figures. And then a quick rumor here, it does seem like there is a deluxe Annie and Crystal, this being based on Attack on Titan, on the way. No real reveals for the actual figure yet. You know, we'll see if that actually does happen. So I did mention the Aquaman figures previously for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. You see here the diamond figure of Aquaman is an Amazon exclusive that is available to pre-order right now, and that will ship out as of November 13th. And then there are some pocket pops based on that particular movie as well. And then I also did mention the figures for Wish. I shared those Wish pops based on that upcoming Disney movie. You see that there are 2 plushes here as well that you can pre-order with various retailers. With Pokemon, it does seem like there is a Diamond Lapras figure on the way that will be a Funko.com exclusive. The specialty series Dancing Pennywise with that glow-in-the-dark chase is starting to show up in some stores. Some people have found it at Barnes & Noble. I definitely want to go for that chase, but if I miss out on it, really not a big deal to me personally. You can find that with some online retailers as well. And then the BAM exclusive, that's Books A Million, the BAM exclusive Blacklight Baby Clown did get listed on the website. That is up for pre-order. They don't have a specific date on it though. Now, this is one of my favorite reveals of the past week. This Shadowland Daredevil figure is an Entertainment Earth exclusive. I love the look of that. And they just recently revealed that King Daredevil that's also, you know, exclusive with them. I believe that was exclusive with them as well. But yeah, very awesome Daredevil figures that you can get pre-orders in for. The Shadowland one will release in November. Then they also have this glow-in-the-dark Kento character here from Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not really familiar with Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, excuse me on that. But yeah, that is a cool looking pop though, that glow-in-the-dark exclusive. And again, that figure is also an Entertainment Earth exclusive that will release in November. Then there is a AAA anime exclusive Flocked Bark at the Moon figure on the way. This pop album, I should say there, you know, of course, based on Ozzy Osbourne. And since it's AAA anime exclusive, that does mean that several retailers will have it available. And then there is a new Flocked Inosuke figure on the way that will be a Chalice Collectibles exclusive. Of course, they've you know, had an exclusive of him before that was Flocked. This is a new one though. It's a different one that you can be on the lookout for. Okay, with Entertainment Earth, they also have this exclusive Spinnerette pop available to pre-order, and that will release in November. Then they have a Spider-Man versus Venom crossbody purse that you can pre-order, and again, that will release in November. And that bag, I think, actually has glow-in-the-dark detailing to it, which is pretty cool. Spinnerette is a character I'm not familiar with, but then I did my little research on it, and I'm like, well, yeah, I do know the character in a way, but I did not know her as Spinnerette, so I think she is pretty interesting. That is a figure I do plan to add to my collection. Loki season 2 has begun, and we're kicking things off here with 2 pops based on season 2. So we have, of course, Loki himself, then we have Mobius in the TVA temporal core suit. I do like the look of that pop. I like the detail of the duct tape there on the helmet. I did see the episode. I feel like I need to watch it again, make sure I caught all the little plot details to it, and I'm sure over the next coming weeks, as we see more episodes, then we'll see more figures based on Loki season 2. You also see here the glow-in-the-dark holiday Iron Man with Pop T, which right now seems like it's going to be a common item. If I learn any more about that, I may share in a future video. You also see here the Spider-Man No Way Home 4-pack, which does feature Doctor Strange there in the mix. I believe it's his figure in particular that does have the glow-in-the-dark detailing to it. That release, if I learn any more about it, of course, I will come back to it again in a future video. I do want to point out to everybody, especially new collectors, that when Funko does their Funkoween reveals, sometimes it will include figures that we're already aware of, even sometimes figures that are actually already available, but it will mix in, they'll kind of mix in some figures that are about to release as well. So yeah, it's just kind of a mix basically. So most of this with Five Nights at Freddy's, I think people are already aware of these, and like I said, some of them you can pre-order already, or you can actually even find in stores already. The main things I want to point out here though is that there is Five Nights at Freddy's Pop Candy on the way. You see that there are plushes for the holiday figures, which you can pre-order along with the pops. Also, there's the Pop Heads that's available to pre-order right now. And then with Nutcracker Foxy, his at least his figure, the action figure, I'm not sure about the plush, but at least his action figure is exclusive with Walmart. But anyway, that is listed on Funko.com right now as well, if you'd rather go and get it there if you're interested in it. But yeah, like I said, a lot going on with Five Nights at Freddy's, even though we are, or have been aware of most of this. Okay, they also did a reveal for Haunted Mansion. Of course, we've already seen those previously. I covered those previously in the video. The Mad Max, which I did cover in the last Funko News video, they did that as a Funkoween reveal. Kind of interesting that they mixed it in with Funkoween. I don't really think horror, when I think about Mad Max, but it is what it is. You also see your Monster High, which I don't think we had seen these previously. I could be mistaken on that, but I don't think we had seen those previously. These Monster High figures are available to pre-order right now with various retailers. And then the Diablo 4 figures, we had seen those previously. I covered those, but again, that's part of what they mixed in with Funkoween. And I did want to point out here quickly, you see in the bottom right there, the McNuggets, the Halloween McNuggets. I did share those previously also. But yeah, again, Funko decided to mix that in with the Funkoween reveals. So I did cover last time the Parks and Rec wave that is coming up, and then right after that video they actually got listed for pre-order. So yeah, you can pre-order this new wave of Parks and Rec figures. All those figures that you see there at the top, they are commons, so just go with the retailer that you trust, or you can wait for them to actually show up in stores. Then you can see here that Nebula Wade has a pop on the way, and that figure you can pre-order. The Pokemon figures, the latest Pokemon figures, you can get pre-orders in for, and the same thing is true for these Nightmare Before Christmas mystery minis, which I've been kind of picky about mystery minis, and I'm really not sure if I'm going to go for these or not, even though I do like the look of these Nightmare Before Christmas minis. I'm just not sure if I'm going to get them just yet. Let me know your thoughts on those. And then Target has more on the way. So they have this, I guess you call it a line basically, that's called Retro Reimagined. So they do have these Marvel figures here, which I actually do like the paint jobs on these Marvel figures. I actually like the Black Panther maybe more so than the Captain America, but I think they both look pretty cool. Don't know exactly when these are going to become available, just know that they're on the way soon. And then with the Retro Reimagined, like I was saying there, they got those Disney figures there. They got Tiana and they got Mickey Mouse. I like Mickey Mouse in that winter style outfit there, the Christmas Western style outfit. I think that's a pretty cool looking figure. I think I did share with you all previously these retro Star Wars figures that are on the way. We got the C-3PO and R2-D2, and then the Boba Fett as well. So again, I don't know exactly when these are going to become available. I'll try to give you updates on them. Definitely want to hear what you think about the looks of these particular figures. Thank you all so much for taking the time to check out this video. I really do appreciate that. Please drop a like if you have not done so already. No, there's not a full rumor mill this time, but I have shared a lot of other rumors recently, so please make sure that you're caught up on those recent Funko news videos. You know, like I always say, please share this video as well if you think that's going to help out other collectors. Thank you all so much for the continued support, and I will talk to you all again real soon.